Hello and welcome to the part 3 of the Industrial Engineering series. In this particular part, we will shed a light on the impact of world wars on IE evolution. Let's dive into it. In order to understand the impact, two important timelines will be discussed, starting from post-World War Era 1 and followed by post-World War Era 2. Let us start with the former one. After World War I, management focused on production numbers only, rather than the importance of good methods in production. In 1932, Mogensen published Common Sense Applied to Time and Motion Study, in which he stressed the concepts of motion study through an approach he chose to call work simplification. A major episode in the quest to understand behavioral aspects was the series of studies conducted at the Western Electric Hawthorne plant in Chicago. Between 1924 and 1932, the study were eventually reduced to the simple explanation that productivity increased as a result of the attention received by the workers under study. Moving forward, let us now discuss the status at the end of the era. In 1943, the Work Standardization Committee of the Management Division of ASME included under the term industrial engineering functions such as budgets and cost control, manufacturing engineering, systems and procedures management, organization analysis, and wage and salary administration. The net effect of all this was that industrial engineering, at the end of this era, was still a dispersed discipline, with no centralized focus and no national organization to bring it together. This situation started to change shortly after World War II. Following World War I, the post-World War II era also befell many advancements in the field of industrial engineering. During World War II and the balance of the 1940s, developments of crucial importance to the field occurred. The methods used by the industrial engineer, including statistical analysis, project management techniques, and various network-based and graphical means of analyzing very complex systems, were found to be very useful in planning military operations. Under the pressure of wartime, many highly trained scientists from a broad range of disciplines contributed to the development of new techniques and devices, which led to significant advances in the modeling, analysis, and general understanding of operational problems. Their approach to the complex problems they faced became known as operations research. The decade of the 1950s marked the transition of industrial engineering from its pre-war empirical roots to an era of quantitative methods. ASQ and AIA were formed around this timeline as well. By the 1960s, however, methodologies such as linear programming, queuing theory, simulation, and other mathematically based decision analysis techniques had become part of the industrial engineering educational mainstream. So how the post-World War II era looked like for IE? During the 1970s, the field became modeling-oriented, relying heavily on mathematics and computer analysis for its development. Finally, industrial engineering definition was formally documented and defined as: industrial engineering is concerned with the design, improvement, and installation of integrated systems of men, materials, equipment, and energy. It draws upon specialized knowledge and skill in the mathematical, physical, and social sciences, together with the principles and methods of engineering analysis and design, to specify, predict, and evaluate the results to be obtained from such systems. In a nutshell, the complete journey can be seen through the pictorial representation. The evolutionary trends reflected a future where the fraction of workers in direct labor positions would continue to decrease, and the number of positions in the service industries would increase. These changes, along with increased information processing capabilities, pointed toward a future where industrial engineering functions and roles would provide input and impact the decision and planning processes of management at higher levels than ever before. We hope you would have enjoyed the lesson. In our next lesson, we will shed a light on the IE evolution in era of 1980 to 2000. If you are an industrial engineering practitioner and interested in internationally accredited training, then feel free to check the links in the description below, as we offer 20+ trainings in Lean Six Sigma, ISO lead auditors, advanced data analysis, etc. domains. All of our trainings are accredited by the International Lean Six Sigma Institute England and Exemplar Global United States of America.